Hey, welcome everyone. These are the ladies of Solasta. I'm Papa Sean, and I'm going to show you a trick on how to randomize some items to get what you want for your party. And this is going to take place after you've met with the council and been given access to stay at the palace. So the princess is going to offer that after you picked up the gem from the shield tower, the dragon one. After you come back to the council and talk to them, the princess is going to give you access to the palace room. And inside here, you get to have a long rest in one of these areas. But before you do, check out the chest, and I'll show you what I mean here. So when we open up this chest, it's going to have different items. You see there's a magnificent chainmail, a splendid half plate, you got a winged ring, and a blasting circlet, and a magnificent dagger. And see, when you hover over it, it says +2. This is going to end up being a +2 dagger. Might have some other properties. This chainmail is likely going to be a +1. Splendid half plate. Again, it's going to be like a +1 armor. But if you wanted to know for sure, you just grab them, stick them inside your inventory. It already tells you what the circlet of blasting is going to do. It's 1 charge per day. You can do Scorching Ray. Everything else you just want to make sure you have in your inventory. Select your wizard, cast Identify it. And the trick here is that if you don't like the items you got, just load up your save from where you were at, and you'll get another randomized chest of items. So that ring happens to be a ring of feather falling, preventing you from taking damage upon falling. And what else? We've got a sword, magnificent dagger, rather. And it's just a dagger, +2 like we thought. We'll go ahead and see if those armors are worth taking. So Tessa is going to wear medium armors. And since chainmail is a heavy and splendid half-plate armor is probably the best medium armor you can get, we'll see. Okay, it's just a +1, so that's exactly what she's currently wearing, so no benefit there. And then if we look at the chainmail, this will be an improvement on what Ginger's currently wearing. Okay, so we see it's a chainmail of sturdiness, and when we look closer at that sturdiness chainmail, we're going to see that it's going to give a +1. Alright, so it's an AC of 17. It is a slight improvement. But if you didn't like what you got, you just hit that load. You go back to whatever load you had right before going in to see the Ravensworth in front of the palace. And then this will load you up right outside again, and then we'll go back, talk to Ravensworth, and we'll see to confirm that the chest does indeed change to new items. Show me Car Kauflin. Alright, here we are. We talked to Ravensworth. And so I think it's this loading screen that's doing this magical trick, right? Like if you had saved it right before you open the chest, I imagine the items are all going to still be the same. But having loaded back up here, the items in the chest haven't yet been set. And then they're going to open up the chest. And as I mentioned, it's a whole new set. Now we got plate armor. We have another circlet of blasting. That's the same. A multicolored gem. And a magnificent short bow. Alright, so we can grab all these items again with Ginger. And this time, if we look at that, I think we had a chainmail +1. So now there's looks like a suit of plate mail armor. Super, super valuable, right? Here it is. Splendid plate armor. So we're going to click on that to identify. And so we've got plate +1, but the difference there is we were getting an increase of 1 to the armor on our fighter. Now we're getting an increase of 3. So this is amazing. If you hold down, it's 2,750 gold in value. So a pretty expensive valued magical armor that she's got there now. The circlet of blasting, we already had one of those. But now we've got another, and then we've got a gem, multicolored gem, and then we've also got, I think there was something else that popped in there. Let's go ahead and use our identify and take a look. I'm not sure, it was a magnificent short bow, so let's go ahead and take a look at that, because our rogue has been using just a standard short bow. And so this is a short bow +2. This is going to be huge. right? When we get those critical hits, or if we get yeah, we're definitely gonna really. I don't think we're gonna want to go further on our save here. So it's a little bit of a re-roll on the the chest if you didn't like the items you got, and this is probably kind of a game changer for our tank because she's now with that armor, she's at a 21, and if I stick her with that AC next to a wall, let's not count as a wall there, but if I stand over here, she's got tunnel fighter, and so I'm just trying to show off the additional AC plate defense. Not quite taken there, but normally when she's in combat, see she's getting she drops down to it was 21 for a moment. What was that about? That's because she's standing next to her friend. Alright, so 19 plate plus 1 defense plus 1 blessed of the Herald of Battle. So if we were in combat, she would also get tunnel fighter, which is another 2 AC. Did I get plate plus 1, 19 set AC? Yep. And then the armor she had on previously was the chainmail, which was just 16. So just popping that back over here for. So she had an 18 AC standard. So yeah, it's pretty huge to get that increase from 16 to 19 on base AC. And then also to pick up another circlet of blasting. I'm not really sure if the multicolored gem is going to be anything special, but you can just keep re-rolling if you wish until you get the items that are going to best help your party. Because you could have ended up with a scimitar or a weapon that you really didn't care for, or maybe some armor that you didn't have. A gem of seeing, huh? I've not seen a gem of seeing before. Looks like it can go in your magical item spot. And if we hover over the gem of seeing, it says it's got 3 charges, and it gets 1 recharge per dawn. Requires short rest. True sight. Grants true sight. This creature can see in normal and magical darkness and can see through invisibility and illusions. Wow, that seems like a pretty valuable item. It says it's only worth 50, but having true sight, that's pretty powerful. All right. Well, I hope that this has been helpful for you guys, and let us know in the comments what kind of crazy items you found during your saves and reloads to see what you randomize into with this chest here in the palace. Several magical items all at once, randomizing until you get the items that you have desired for your party. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Have a great day and happy questing.